Starfish are amazing sea animals that live on the ocean floor. They do not have legs like humans or fins like fish, but they can still move quite well. If you have ever seen a starfish in an aquarium or on a beach rock, you might think it does not move at all. But if you look closely or watch it over time, you will see that it slowly crawls along surfaces. The secret to its movement lies in hundreds of tiny structures under its body called tube feet. These tube feet work using water power, and they help the starfish walk, climb, and even open shells of other animals for food. The way a starfish moves is very special. Inside its body is a system called the water vascular system. This system works a bit like our blood system, but instead of blood, it uses seawater. The water vascular system is made up of many small canals, or tubes, that run through the starfish's arms. Water enters the system through a small round spot on the top of the starfish's body, called the madreporite. The madreporite looks like a tiny button or sieve. It lets seawater flow in and out, but keeps out dirt or sand. From the madreporite, water travels into a short canal called the stone canal, which leads to a circular canal in the center of the starfish called the ring canal. This ring canal connects to 5 or more radial canals, one running down each arm. Along each radial canal, there are hundreds of tiny bulbs and tubes that make up the tube feet. This whole system allows the starfish to use water pressure to move its body. If you gently turn a starfish over, you will see hundreds of tiny, soft tubes on the underside of its arms. These are the tube feet, and they are arranged in rows. Each tube foot looks like a small suction cup at the end of a thin tube. At the top of each tube, inside the arm, there is a small round sac called an ampulla. The ampulla and the tube foot work together like a pump. When the ampulla squeezes, it pushes water into the tube foot, making it stretch out. When it relaxes, water flows back, and the tube foot pulls in. The tube feet move through a simple but clever process. First, the starfish fills its tube feet with seawater from its water vascular system. This makes the feet stretch out and touch the surface below it, like a rock or sand. Each tube foot has a suction cup at its tip. When the starfish wants to stick to a surface, it releases special sticky chemicals from the suction cup, creating a strong grip. Next, the muscles in the tube foot contract, pulling the starfish's body forward. Then the suction cup releases, and the process repeats. Each foot only moves a tiny bit at a time, but because the starfish has hundreds of them, they can work together to create smooth, slow motion. It is a bit like how a group of people pulling on ropes can move a heavy object. Each foot helps a little, and together they create movement. You might wonder how all these tube feet know when to move. The starfish has a simple nervous system that helps it control its tube feet. There is no brain in a starfish like we have, but it has a nerve ring around its center and radial nerves that go into each arm. These nerves send signals to the tube feet, telling them when to extend, stick, or pull. The starfish can move in any direction it wants because it can control which feet to use. It does not have a front or back, so whichever arm leads becomes the direction it moves. Starfish move very slowly compared to most sea animals. They can crawl at a speed of about 15 centimeters per minute, which might seem slow, but it is enough for their needs. They spend most of their time on rocks or the seafloor searching for food like clams and mussels. Their slow, steady movement helps them stay safe from predators and blend into their surroundings. Some species can even climb up coral reefs or over sand using their tube feet like little paddles. Tube feet are not just for walking. They help the starfish do many other things. For example, starfish use their tube feet to hold onto rocks tightly when waves crash over them. They also use them to open the shells of clams and oysters, which are their favorite food. The starfish attaches several tube feet to the two shells and slowly pulls them apart. This can take minutes or even hours, but the strong suction and steady pull of the tube feet eventually open the shell just enough for the starfish to push out its stomach and start digesting the food inside. Tube feet also help with breathing. Because seawater flows through the water vascular system, oxygen from the water can pass into the starfish's body through the thin walls of the tube feet. In this way, they help the starfish get the oxygen it needs to survive. The way starfish move using water and tube feet is a wonderful example of how nature designs simple but effective systems. Even though starfish do not have muscles, bones, or a brain like humans, their body structure allows them to move, eat, and survive in their environment. Their water-powered tube feet show that movement in nature can happen in many different ways. By using the power of water pressure, starfish can explore the seafloor slowly but surely, one tiny step at a time.